Welcome to yet another episode on the All-in-One Network. I am Obri Mohase. Remember, ours is mainly on heritage, history, sports, arts, entertainment, and whatever topical matter that is very important to us. As I usually say, our stories matter. I wish to thank all those who have subscribed, and I wish to encourage others to do the same. In today's segment, I want us to focus on the forced removals. The forced removals has left a very serious scar on the lives of many blacks in South Africa. 2 years after winning the elections, the Nationalist Party government enacted the Group Areas Act in 1950, which ensured that black spots are eliminated for the creation of white suburbs. In executing the forced removals, government was very ruthless in dealing with people, removing them from their own land and bringing them to townships. It did not matter if you agree or accede to the decision. People's properties were razed down by bulldozers, and for those who were employed and working, they had to be summoned back home only to find their properties razed down. It was a very painful experience where people were forcefully brought into Mamelodi, Atteridgeville, and other areas. Hence, I usually say black townships like Mamelodi are a place for others created by others. People were brought to Mamelodi having to reside in a new area where they would start new lives. Whatever they had was obliterated. The culture, their history was erased. So it basically brings a lot of bad memories in many township residents. Mamelodi was developing where the City Council of Pretoria, in their botched housing scheme, failed when they brought in the Rondavels from Botswana. So Mamelodi residents protested against this form of housing because they said that it reminds them of the rural areas which they left behind and came to urban areas for better lives. So the Rondavels were built in Section N on Monja Street, D6, Mamelodi West, and also at the entrance of Mamelodi on Mapala Road, next to the Mabena Circle. The women were at the forefront of this struggle. They protested against the Rondavel system, and they actually vowed not to cease protesting and pray against the system that was forcing its will down the throats of the people. Eventually, the council acceded and they gave way to the construction of the 4-roomed houses. Albeit having allocated a house, people had some construction work to do in completing those houses. They were uniform. People mocked and laughed at the design of the forum because they were used to having more land. They were used to be living in big houses, which they built themselves and lived comfortably. Now their lives changed overnight, and they were now compelled to adjust to the new way of living, where even taxes, rebates were introduced, whilst living at what is alleged to be the black spots that did not happen. So the forced removals brought catastrophic damage to the mentality of many of the black residents. And it is very much important that we as the people need to engage on these matters. All in One Network wishes to invite you to bring forth whatever information that you might have, the pictures. Let us create some work that will be preserved for future generations to come so that people understand where we come from. Because for us to understand what is, we definitely need to know what was. I really wish to thank you for tuning in today and wish to encourage you to subscribe, to like and share, and please inform others about the channel. Inform them that this is a platform where we are going to share our stories. I really wish to thank you and keep well till the next one. Bye bye.